Alright, so this thing is the Echo srm225. It was brought to me barely running. It would idle, but it idled rough. It wouldn't go wide open throttle. So I put a carburetor on it, and they claim that this carburetor is not adjustable, although it is. You have three adjustments on here. You have your base idle, you have your low idle set screw inside of here, and then your high idle set screw is in that hole right there. It's got a plug over top of it, so you have to remove the plug in order to gain access to it. And I used a number 14 screw, or 12, I don't know what number it is, but you thread it in, take a pair of needle noses and pop it right out. So I adjusted it 6 ways from Sunday, got it to run slightly better. Oh, sorry, I told you wrong. There's 4 adjustments on here. You have this idle adjustment back here on the back too. So you've got here, 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 and on the back side under the bulb. This sets base idle as well as this setting base idle. This one is your tension for the pull cable, and this one sets the butterfly. Then the one on the inside there sets fuel. Anyways, whenever I got this all together, got it running somewhat better. Had it smoothed out to where it wasn't shaking all over the place, and still couldn't get full wide open throttle, which was like 8,500 RPM or something based off of the Echo service manual. So I went on the opposite side of the engine and pulled the spark arrestor off. You know, you would think with this being on 8K you'd be able to see through and it automatically focus. Well, obviously not. Anyways, this side is what it should look like. That other side you can barely see through. I can see through it in person, not very well, but I can see through it. It's like having a stopped up catalytic converter for a car. So if that piece is stopped up, just like the same with a catalytic converter, you end up pushing exhaust gases back into the engine and it runs horribly. So I removed the whole entire spark arrestor, including this screen, which goes on the back side of the spark arrestor, and it ran perfect. Granted, it was high idle, it still ran perfect. So this piece I took off, put the spark arrestor back on, started it back up, it still ran perfect, just needed a little bit more of adjusting. So I adjusted the set screw inside of here to where it was running semi-low idle, but not low to the point where it starts running like crap. I adjusted the set screw on the back to be able to get wide open throttle and it sound like an actual 2-stroke instead of a 4-stroke. I adjusted my base idle to be able to allow it to stay running instead of dying. And this one, of course, I adjusted it already, but I ended up tightening it back down because there's still a little bit of slack there. And you barely pull it and you can start seeing it move. But it runs well. I don't know how I'm going to do this with one hand, but I want to give it the old college try. I would be willing to bet that's probably slightly more than 8,500 RPMs based off the factory spec, but it'll do it justice to clean out all the carbon that's inside of there. If you need a video on how to change this out, let me know and I can do another video. I have the factory srm225 carburetor. I think it's in the trailer. I have it somewhere. I have to go find this and then finish it up and it'll be done. Thanks for watching.